So hello. Now, if you're a new teacher, you support new teachers, or you know a new teacher, this interview is for you. Now, as a new teacher, it can be easy to feel a little overwhelmed, isolated, and feeling like you're over your head. And I know that's exactly how I felt when I started off in our profession. And that's why I'm excited for you to meet Stephanie Salazar. Now, Stephanie is an assistant principal and an instructional coach at John Purchase Public School. And she's also the founder of the hashtag PSTchat. It's a Twitter chat dedicated to supporting pre-service teachers from around the world. I think this interview is really going to help you lessen your stress, lower your chances of burnout, and set you up for success. So let's get started. So, Stephanie, I know that you're fifth year in the profession.
Yes.
And you're doing amazing things.
No.
I'm so inspired by what you're doing. So here's my question for you. With all the success you've had, what were some of the challenges you faced as a new teacher?
Okay, so I just want to start by saying that I still have challenges now as a beginning assistant principal. So it is so normal to experience challenges as a new, especially in your first year of teaching. So the biggest thing is how overwhelming it feels with the workload. You know, the paperwork, the admin, nothing prepares you for that. You know, it's trying to do all those lesson plans. You can't put in as much time as you did when you were on prac. But things like roles, marking roles, and keeping up on top of marking, and all these extra maybe chemical registers, risk management, and you just feel like I can't keep up with all of it.
So you felt overwhelmed.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and it's normal.
Yes.
Yeah, I still feel overwhelmed at times.
Exactly.
Because we're new. So what were the rituals and procedures you put into place as a new teacher that helped you be successful, like help set you up for success? So if you're feeling overwhelmed, what did you do?
So I love people. So for me, you know, having a teacher next door who opened up their classroom was really important for me to be able to go in and just debrief about how I was feeling about the day, to have a bit of a vent and a whinge, and then to keep me moving forward. Something I realized while I was reflecting on this, thinking about this question, was in the morning I take my vitamins, I get my food ready for the day, and I open up my Spotify playlist in the car, and I really pick music that's going to pump me up for the day. And before I just enter the school gates, I just think I'm going to have a great day. You know, it's going to be an awesome day. I'm going to make a difference in teachers' lives, in students' lives. So I just go in with high expectations of what the day is going to bring. I'm
so inspired by that. Because you're almost priming yourself. You're saying you're overwhelmed. You still do that today. But as a new teacher, you're priming yourself for the kind of day you're expecting to have. And you created support for yourself, where somebody could, as you say, have a whinge, but also celebrate with you.
Yes, definitely.
Fantastic. So what is your maybe 3 pieces of advice or a few pieces of advice for new teachers? What can you tell them that you think would help set them up for success?
So I think what's key is that you love your students. And your students need to know that you love them. So they need to know that you see them, that you value their thinking and who they are as people. Because we remember the teachers who believed in us, the ones who cared for us. We forget everything maybe they taught us, all the content, but we remember, did they make us feel like we mattered to them? That's my first key advice. The second would probably be create a culture in your classroom where it feels like it's their happy place, it's their sanctuary, it's their island, because children go through a lot at home and things like that. So create a place where they can be free to be their quirky, creative selves, where they can take risks with their learning and just be free to be happy and have fun.
Fantastic. What you said is really work on the relationship between the connection, and also create the space that allows people to thrive, really.
I think as teachers, we create the weather, we create the climate for our children. So if you go into your lesson thinking, this is going to be the worst lesson ever, I'm unprepared, I'm a bad teacher, then guess what? It's probably not going to be the most fantastic lesson, and you're not going to feel good, and you're not going to have the outcomes for the students. So go in there confident, knowing that you've done your best, and just have high expectations that the students are going to live up to what you believe of them.
I want a sign that says we create our own weather. What a great statement, right? And so let's try this. Here's our question for you. I know we could talk for a long time, but you were talking about really specific things you do to set yourself up for success, and some tips for new teachers about our own disposition and our relationship with the students, and also the climate we create. And that can take time to create all those things, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try it. So here's our question for you. We really want to hear from you. What is your top tip for new teacher success? So we want you to drop your comments in the comment section below. Hopefully both of us will check them out.
Yes.
And while you're there, you can grab your free ebook, The Ultimate Classroom Setup Guide. You talked about creating a climate of success, right? And we'll show you how to do that in that free ebook. So Stephanie, I'm super inspired by you.
I'm inspired by you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And I want to say thank you. And thank you for the work you're doing for the world. For new teachers specifically, we are cheering you on step by success. If we can do it, you can do it too.
Yes.
And we'll look forward to talking to you soon. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.